The first of two on this Monday night. The Saints and Panthers underway from Charlotte. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Saints to take over for the first time. And here's the new man under center after 9 seasons as a Raider. Derek Carr is the guy.
It's going to take some time to adjust to seeing Carr running out in a new uniform. Instead of black and silver, it's black and gold. 35,000 yards and over 200 touchdowns with the Raiders. The Saints more than willing to let him air it out all game long to a talented group of pass catchers in the Big Easy.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. You look at this Carolina defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass. Currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Carr. Throw out wide is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Taken in at the 22. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ultra, hut.
One of the Panthers' big offseason acquisitions. Here's Miles Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense for the Saints, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The Panthers had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. So, Charles, this game number 2 in the NFL career, this rookie quarterback, his guys took the loss in the opener. And when asked after that game by reporters how he did, he was pretty curt. He said, not well. What did you see? Touchdown, Panthers! Miles Sanders, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. His first career touchdown pass, and it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. And Carolina scores to cap it off. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring. I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Henry Anderson there on the stop. You look at this Carolina defense. They've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today, because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
That's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Throwing on first down is Carr, and that'll be incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that our corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Carr. That's to the sideline and pulled in. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Derek Carr, very precise thrower of the football. What's the game plan for going up against him? Yeah, it used to be take away the short stuff, I know, but he's more than a dink and dunker, right?
And you are right about that. Great analysis of him, because he has evolved as a thrower. Now he can push the ball downfield, but still, the number one things you want to take away: short passes, intermediate passes. So sharp, precise, and accurate, you've got to sit on those routes in order to cause him problems.
Carr. That is incomplete.
Well, we keep stats on everything, don't we? This is one that you don't want to have. That's a second drop right here in the first quarter.
Yeah, I was going to say, only in the first quarter. Certainly a ship that he wants to right quickly. find the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Now Carr again. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 17-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart. Receivers downfield.
11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Foster Moreau from 6 yards away. And the Saints are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think this.
2nd quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Now Young. He'll get this to the rookie, Jonathan Mingo. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Come on, set.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready?
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here we go.
So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 8.
Set.
Young. Shark's got it, left side. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a 1st.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Ready, ready. Hey, don't steal. Hut, hut.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
From the 23, here's the 2nd and 9. Young now. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
Hurst makes the catch, a welcome sight to the Panthers, who believe there's still growth in the 6-year tight end. Over 50 catches last season, hoping he is the field-moving tight end Carolina hasn't had since Greg Olson's prime.
Ready. Ultra. Go ultra. Strike. Strike. Ready.
They'll run with Sanders, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Young. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack, but he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Young to throw it. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
This is again good from Pinheiro. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On play action, it's Carr. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that's one where if you get your hands on it, you should expect to make the play. That could have gone for big yardage. They just couldn't get it to stick to those big mitts.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen now to Camara. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded just inside the 20. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Now the offense for the Panthers here, getting the football back. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, look at the 2023 draft class for the Panthers, and we wondered for over a month what Carolina's strategy was trading up to select first overall. But we got our answer as they got Bryce Young, now the future for Carolina.
Yeah, and I think it's safe to say that they drafted Bryce Young because they figured he could handle the spotlight and being the face of the team. And they also made some great offseason moves at receiver. But added one more guy in the draft, Jonathan Mingo out of Ole Miss, for Young to throw to as a rookie, continuing to try and make strides to help their young quarterback.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Young off the play fake.
Short throw hauled in by Trimble.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Hey, Bryce. Hey, go Fury. Ready?
Up the middle they go with Sanders.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Second down, back to Sanders. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Ready.
Looking to throw, Young.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here is Young. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They'll still have a 3rd and goal now despite picking up 13 yards on that pass play.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Ready, 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 ready.
Throwing, Young.
Throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand.
And the Saints going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
At the 2-yard line.
They stay on the ground. This time it's coming. This will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here. And we welcome you back now. Davis on Brandon Gunn getting set for quarter number 3 here. A good tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34. 56 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Nice run from Sanders to accomplish a couple of long-awaited firsts last season in Philadelphia. Finally broke 1,000 yards and had 11 touchdowns to help reach his first Pro Bowl.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Ready.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
Ultra.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in and went heavy. No surprise that it was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. Running right, here's Sanders. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second down and 4. Young now from the 50. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they have that one sniffed out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Young to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. This is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 34-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Young off the bootleg. That is caught by Thielen. Touchdown, Carolina. Adam Thielen. His 2nd touchdown season. And the Panthers are able to stretch out their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Carr. Complete to Olave on the out route. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Carr. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
That confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
1st down, Young. This ball complete. It's an out route to Thielen. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Ready. Steal. Check, steal. Ready.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 85 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
From the red zone now, Young throwing middle, and it's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Hurst. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Ready up. Set, cut.
Now here's Young. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. Going for it with Sanders. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Miles Sanders with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
False start. Offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The false start hurts them there a bit, backs them up to 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Carr. Completing it to the right side. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Now Carr. It's caught. Smith. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On 2nd down, here's Carr.
He completes it to Olave.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 32-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First down, New Orleans.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now with 3rd down, throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Carr, got to have this one. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right.
And they'll fake the jet sweep there and instead hand it Kamara.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there.
His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead down to 10, 24-14.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Panthers and Miles Sanders headed out for another drive.
Thus far, he's been quite the dual threat. Touchdown on the ground, another through the air. He's just so versatile, isn't he?
He is, and he's exactly what I think we're looking for in the NFL now out of the running back position. Guys who can do everything running it, but also act as receivers. And I don't just mean, you know, the stopgap guys. I don't mean safety valve. I'm talking about big-time parts of it, whether they're going to split out, whether they're going to swing out of the backfield. Sometimes they act like a true wide receiver, and he's having that type of a game in this one.
It'll be interesting to see if he can keep it going both phases. Let's see.
Ready?
To throw, Young.
That caught by Trimble.
And he goes out right around the 39. 7 yards there and a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
That throw by Young incomplete.
But that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Here we go. Set.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Pause. Ready. Ready.
Back to throw. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he'll go down, but not before getting us inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
Here we go.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Blaster. Hut, hut.
Now Young. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Delay of game, offense.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still first down.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. The kick by Pinion is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start with a give to Kamara. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw, it's Carr. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw caught by Olave. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
On first down, Carr.
First down.
They'll get this out to Kamara. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First down, New Orleans.
Now Carr again. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. Only able to gain a couple there, and that will bring up second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Carr to throw on second down. Olave over the middle, and they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Here's first and goal. Carr. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got it second and goal as they look for a late touchdown. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. Now Carr. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout
as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another run with Sanders. And he will have a Panther first down. And it is celebration time on that sideline, and they've earned it.
And the Panthers first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now Sanders.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Ready. Set, hut.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. Good bounce back win. They take the knee. Can't stop the clock defensively. Tough opening week loss, but now 1-1.
Shows that they handled things really well. A lot of teams panic after a week 1 loss, and they start to think that the sky's falling. This team realized there's a long season, and they feel very talented.